Testing, testing, testing. Hello guys, this is Bubz, and I'm going to be doing a tutorial today for you guys on how to make this. Basically, this is a mob spawner. It was created by Ethos at Ethos Lab, but I got it working on the Xbox version, and I'm going to show you how to make one. I got a request from someone asking how to do it, so I figured that the first tutorial I was going to do was going to be this. And we'll show you guys. Now that we have creative mode, it's so much easier to do this kind of stuff too. Anyway, come on down here, and I think it's off. There we go. And now mobs will fall and drop their loot. It goes pretty fast. I'll explain how to make it go faster and whatnot. But let's see this. Yeah. Okay. And then we'll turn it back off. And I'll see you guys in just a second. Alright guys, and we are back. We are in a creative world. This is going to be, it's just super flat, a village spawn there, but this is going to be my testing world, tutorial world, anything that I need, basically. But the first thing, this is just one layer of that whole mob spawner. Now, this is Ethos again. This is Ethos mob spawner. He did create this. I did not. But I did build the whole thing on Xbox, and it worked. And since some of you guys don't know who Ethos is and what he does, I decided to make a tutorial for you guys that watch me and not him. Anyway, basically what this is mobs will not spawn on running water, and they will only spawn in dark areas. So at the moment there's going to be no mob spawning in here now because it's not closed off. Even though it is dark, it's still not closed off, and water does give somewhat of a light, so they will not spawn in here. As you can also see, there's mobs down. But basically what we're going to do is I'm going to show you guys how to build one of these layers and all the supplies you need. Basically all you need is 2 buckets, your block of your choice, and some half slabs. And I'll explain the half slabs here in a second. But actually I'll just do that now. What we're going to do is we're going to put a new layer on top of this. And as you can see, I'm just going to go over here for a minute so you guys can see this. Okay, so now mobs will spawn in these 1 block, if I can get in here, in these 1 block areas. See how I'm standing? But the half slabs are so that spiders will not spawn, because spiders need a 2x2 area, and since you can't actually walk through here, spiders will not spawn. So that's a nice feature. And then this hole, all the mobs fall through 1 hole, and spiders would actually come over here and clog it up, and we don't want that. And we also don't want anything spawning in here that's not going to drop down the hole, because mobs have a certain cap on them. If you have too many mobs spawned in, like if I have my mob spawner turned off, all the mobs will just pile up and nothing else will spawn until those die or until they despawn. So anyway, I am going to finish covering this, and we'll be right back. Alright guys, and we're back. What I've done here is I just put the floor on this one, so this is actually nothing changed in here. Everything's still the same. Again, 2 block high, and that's also so it's 2 blocks high so that Endermen won't spawn, so they will not come in here and take blocks away. Oh, and by the way, I used brick slabs and sandstone. You don't have to use these. Just make sure you guys use something that does not let light go through. Like, don't use leaves or anything like that. And also don't use I know snow is good on PC Minecraft, but at the moment Xbox Minecraft, snow will melt if the water's on it, so don't use snow either. But you can use basically anything. The one on the community world is actually made out of dirt and then surrounded by wool, so it does not matter exactly what you use. But I want to show you guys something. There is, if you see here, this block is actually lit, and all you gotta do is put a block on top of it, and then the light goes away. So you can come through here and do it on your own. Pretty much every one of these will do it. It's just a glitch in the game. But anyway, I put the roof on this. So this is actually one layer. Then we're going up and we're making a new layer. If I can get out of the hole. Alright. So what I did is I just put the walls up. The whole thing is 5 blocks high. We have the floor counting as 1. And then the walls are 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks high. And then what you do, well, what I do is I start at the middle. And you go 3 across. And you do that on all of them. Oh, that's 4, isn't it? 1, 2. Yep, there we go. It's 3 by 3. So there. And then this one. And then you just fill in the square. And you want these to be too high. Then you come back here and you do the same. And then actually you don't want these walls here. I did that actually to show you guys, but I'm just going to take them out now. And I'll just show you guys what I mean by that later on. Basically, you want to use water to push the mobs, because they're going to spawn on these pads. And then they themselves are going to walk off and fall into the water. And you want a 2-block drop, because they will fall 2 blocks on their own. And that's fine. That's what we want them to do. So these have to be 2 high each. Alright, and we're going to make them again. Oh, and also, I know in creative mode you can also get grass blocks, and soon enough we'll be able to actually mine out grass blocks here on Xbox Minecraft. So do not use those if you have any sort of light in it whatsoever. Passive mobs such as cows and chickens will actually spawn in these, so you don't want that. But there's really no reason to have a passive mob spawner at the moment, because mobs will stay wherever you want them to. They will not despawn, so you can just make a little herding house if you want to. Okay, so we got all these pads laid out now. And then, again, we don't want spiders to spawn, so we put a half slab in the middle of all of them. Except I'm going to leave one for the water. Alright. Then what I do is I come over here and you just make a 4-block. And then you put water like this, and it makes an infinite amount of water. You can keep on coming over here and getting it. And then we put water in these. And again, 8 blocks, so it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then it stops. So the water does not flow down through, so the mobs will get pushed and drop down. Oh. Okay, now this, you want to put this on the edge of here so that it actually goes both directions, like so. And then it'll also stop here. And that's why we have this here, and you can put a block there if you want. It's not needed, but it doesn't matter. And then also, if you want a little bit more of a spawning area, you can put a block here and mobs will spawn up here. But I never did. It's only 4 blocks. I mean, that's a little bit more than what you had, but it's not a big deal. Alright. Almost done with the water. And I believe that's the last one. Alright, so now we have water flowing on all edges. And we can put our blocks in here. Again, only if you want to. You don't need to. I just like to make it look clean, even though I'm never gonna see the inside of this again, but it doesn't matter to me. And then we come over here, fill that in, and drop our half slab. And that's another layer. Again, it's 5 blocks. 5 blocks high for each level. So make sure you have enough levels to, or enough space to actually put these in. The more levels you have, the higher rate that they will fall. And once you get it all blocked in, it's going to be dark in here. But one thing you want to take note of, if the mobs will, again, they will cap. So if you have a certain number of mobs in the game, they will stop spawning after you have so many. So what you want to make sure you do is you want to make sure that outside of here is all lit up, and then the ground around it is all lit up. And this is pretty high up. I just wanted to show you guys them falling, and I'll show you that here in a minute. But so and you also want to make sure that all of the caves underneath are lit, because if they're spawning underneath you, then they won't spawn in here. I mean, they will, but your rate will not be very good. On the community craft server, we get about 2 to 3 mobs every second because we've lit up all the caves. And again, you're gonna miss some spots, but try to get everything as lit up as possible. And so I'm gonna finish up this, and we'll see how good just 2 spawning areas are. It shouldn't take me too long. Now what's in store for, I might as well say this while we're waiting. What's in store for my channel, I'm going to be posting more of Mulix and I's split up, and that'll be coming. You should already see episode 2 before you see this. I'm trying to upload those every 2 days, but I'm super busy and it's super hard to actually render them out. My computer's so bad at rendering. This is only about 9 minutes long, maybe a little bit less or more, I don't know. And it's already going to take me about 5 hours to render because my computer's so bad. But that's alright. I do it for you guys, so it doesn't matter. And then, now that we have creative mode, I'm sure people are going to be making a lot better maps. It's not as hard to make them. And I do believe that you can now create custom spawners, so maybe people will even make CTM maps, which are capture the monument, which whatever monument you have, you can actually you go through different areas, and like if there's a wool monument, you have to collect a piece of wool from every monument, and so on. And hopefully people will start making those kind of maps, because those are really good for videos, because they're fun for us. And yeah, anyway, once you get to the top, I'm gonna assume that this is about, because I think ours is 6, maybe 7 levels of this, maybe less actually. I'm not quite entirely sure how many it is. But once you get to the top, just block it off so that there's no light in there. And I may have to go in and make this a little bit better, but as of right now, they should start spawning in here. Yeah, see, I have a little bit of light in here from these blocks I gotta take out. And let's see if we have any up here. Alright, and let's see, nothing spawning yet. So we're gonna start waiting for these to spawn, and then down here I don't want anything to spawn here, so we're just gonna light it up. Oh, and there we go, there's a creeper that fell, so it is working. Let's go up here, and yes, it's working really good now. I kind of want to hop in there to show you guys. I think I will. I think I'll hop in right here. I don't want a creeper to blow anything up, so. Alright, so you see the mobs are going to here, they're trying to fight it, and they're falling. And since I'm standing here, this creeper's tracking me, and there he goes. So again, the more levels you have, the more mobs will spawn, and at a faster rate. And then you want to make sure everything else is lit up. Again, this is now right now it's turning dark, so mobs will kind of stop spawning in here because they will spawn out here on the field. And I'm too lazy to go out there and light it all up right now. But yeah, see, they've all kind of stopped spawning now because it's turning dark. But yeah, and also you want to make, if you're doing this in a super flat, I don't know why you would, but if you are, slimes will affect mob spawn, so try to kill them off if you can. There's a lot of them here. I don't know why, but try to if you can. And yeah, that's it. And then again, you want to make sure this is dark. Oh, for them to spawn in here. And that's it, guys. That's how to make the mob spawner. Once this is built, you can leave this as a circle or make it into a square like we did. Ours is far from finished. We're making a lot of cosmetic stuff to the outside, but the actual mob spawner itself is done. And that's all. Make sure you guys light up your caves. Use some TNT X-ray machines to see if you have any mobs or any caves around you. Yeah, see, now everything's spawning right here. So not much will be spawning up there. But that's alright. I can just sleep and take care of it. But anyway, and that's it, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, I wouldn't mind a like. That would be great. And I will see you guys in the next tutorial or next video. And peace out.